Hi, my name is Shay Twinter. This is my case study for EDL 856. So the first category was identifying the problem. What we know is three things. We know that there is little parent involvement in the school. We also know that the principal is not convinced that an increase of parent involvement would be beneficial, while the assistant principal wants to increase parent involvement. Lastly, we know that the first attempt to gain parent involvement, that not very many parents responded. So what do we need to know? We first need to know more about the community in order to make sure that we are reaching out to them in a way that is effective for them. They're getting the notifications, that we are setting the time at a time that's available for them. Maybe a lot of them work at a factory and the night shift isn't available. They go to work at 7:30, so that time is not good for them. So we need to know some of these details so that we can make it easy for them to then reach out to us. We need to know how much communication in general is stressed as being important throughout the school, so that parents are receiving the same message about the importance of involvement, not just from administrators, but also from teachers and counselors. So the problem is that there's a lack of parent involvement, and a lack of parent involvement just means a hindrance to success. And this is because of both sides, the parents and the administration. So the first step would be to find a way to get parents to come to the school. Movie nights, mom and son, daddy-daughter events, grandparents' day, concerts, art shows, carnivals. We need to get them into the building. By getting them into the building to view the students' work, they're going to feel more connected. I want to keep the meetings going, even if there's not a lot of people involved, because if you're consistent and you're committed, that's going to show something to the parents, and they're going to want to buy in, and they'll start coming, and they'll start being committed. And then what we'll see is that these meetings could then turn to a PTA or a PTO, and that could then run the meetings, and the administration could turn over the leadership of that meetings to that parent group. The third step would be to increase the amount of communication that's regularly going home so that parents are more aware of what's happening in the school, and then to get the students out into the community, enter a float in the local parade, have the choir sing at the Christmas tree lighting, have the kids go to the nursing homes and read to the senior citizens, find ways not only for the community to come in, but for the students to go out. As an administrative leader, but also as the assistant principal, you would need to run all these ideas by the head principal before implementing, but would also need to show maybe some examples from local schools that have tried these things and have found them to be successful. Not only you get the little pressure of competition, but you get the proof that these strategies are working. By bringing the parents into the school to witness the outstanding work of the students, and then taking the students in the community to demonstrate their exceptional qualities, not only are you increasing the involvement of the community with the school, you're also promoting all the successes that the students have achieved. Parents would be more aware of everything other students are doing, to the additional activities and additional communication, and their involvement because of the parent group. So when I first read the case study, I honestly thought about how many things that principal probably was dealing with at that time, and how they were probably thinking that this was just another element that was adding to their workload, and it was probably overwhelming. And I was sympathetic because we all feel that way at some point in time, or one more thing to do for our jobs, and it was overwhelming. I also felt sympathetic with the assistant principal because here they are trying to make this positive change, but they keep coming up with opposition. They see a problem and they want to fix it, but the solution is not as easy as they were hoping. I really valued the assistant principal's stance on getting more parent involvement, and was glad that they were able to get the principal to at least agree to a first meeting. I feel like the school probably needs parent involvement in order to succeed. And I think they've probably reached a plateau where in order to go farther, they're going to need parent involvement. So some unresolved issues would be if the principal, if they manage to find a way to effectively communicate with the community so that the community responded with more involvement. It may they may have to try multiple things, and it may be over a course of time, but hopefully they were able to be successful in that way. And really, did the head principal continue to support the assistant principal's work in increasing community involvement? So how did I promote the academic success of every student? Well, I promoted it by attempting to increase the parent involvement by forming a PTA and PTO. I promoted it by bringing the community to the school to view the students' success. And I promoted it by taking the students into community to show that they're committed and that they're learning how to be part of a community. How did I promote the personal well-being? Well, the personal well-being of each student by gaining the support of their parents and by giving them a venue to exhibit their work. And then also by finding them a way to be involved in their community and making connections there. How did I promote communities of engagement for families and other stakeholders? I gave them a voice and a way to give input by starting a PTA or PTO. I found a way to bring the community into the school on a regular basis to help them feel more connected. And then I found a way to bring the school into the community so that the students felt more connected to their community. And that's all. Thank you.